It's been a long time coming from the Airsee, South Carolina, baby. Sometimes it feels like the world is against me, 'cause I'm coming from Airsee, from heartache and pain, struggle and strain, trying to maintain for the Airsee. So mama, don't worry, I'ma make my dreams happen.
Question of the day: the lower the water content in the nail, the blank the nail becomes. A. More rigid. B. Less rigid. C. Darker. D. Lighter. The answer will be revealed during the video. It's time for our shout out praise break. I want to give these 4 amazing subscribers a shout out: Kiara Creations, Adelie OMB, Creations by Bree, and Raw 4577. Thank you, ladies, for being the first 4 to comment on my last video and having your post notification bells turned on. Hi guys, welcome back to the Nail Genie SC. How are you? I hope you are well and your family is doing well. Do me a favor, if you don't mind, if this is your first time visiting the channel, consider subscribing. And if you've been here with me and are returning, I want to welcome you back. Go ahead and hit that like button for me. It helps out the channel a great deal and help pushes our content out to many more amazing subscribers such as yourself. So guys, in today's video, yes, you see it. So AzureBeauty was kind enough to reach out and ask if I would love to look at or review for you guys and try out one of their dip powder kits. So I said sure. So they sent over this 35 piece 5 gram 0.18 ounce net weight plus 4 pieces kit over to me to try out for you guys. And oh my god, guys, wait till we get inside the packaging. It's so many awesome, amazing items in here. So this kit, looking at the ingredients on the back of the box, it has the ingredients. It comes with the dip powder, the base, the activator, the top gel, brush saver, and the cuticle revitalizer oil. Also, it has the directions on how to use the dip powder with the dip powder gels in the order. Please read the usage manual carefully before using. Also, it has the storage information, contact information, the warning signs, and the distributor information. So we're going to get inside this box. We're going to see all of the amazing goodies that came with this kit, guys. So the one thing I love about dip powder is you don't need any kind of lamps. So you're not going to see a lamp in here because you don't need one. Alright, so with this kit, it came with everything you need in order to do a beautiful set of nails in the comfort of your own home. So we're going to get inside this first package and we're going to see all of the goodies that AzureBeauty was kind enough to send over with this kit. Okay, So, guys, this kit will be available for you guys over on Amazon. And I will leave the link down in the description box below for you guys, so you can be able to go straight from my bit.ly link over and pick up this dip powder kit for yourself, okay? So looking at the first thing is the instructions, which is very important, the user manual. So if you've never used or tried any type of dip powder products, this is best for you to check it out, read it thoroughly, and make sure you're following the proper instruction. So it does have how to contact the seller, and also it has a way you can email the seller. And then on the opposite sides, it has the warning. So it says external use only, avoid contact with eyes and mouth, keep away from heat or flame, keep out of reach of children, not suitable for pregnancy and sensitive skin, avoid prolonged contact with skin. If any redness or allergic reactions occur, stop using the product. Okay? So guys, make sure you always read the warning just in case. You never know, right? So it has some tips about how to apply the dip powder. So you want to read those tips as well. That way you can build up a flawless finish on your nails and not have any issues with the final look. Now, I have seen where a lot of creators or even people in general will go in with dip powder and not really familiar with how to use dip powder, and can destroy some of their products because they were too quick on the jump. So guys, make sure you are always reading your product guide or the information on how to use your specific product. That way you don't fail and make these kind of mistakes, and yeah, then you ruin the process, right? So it also tells you how to prepare your nails and prep your nails. So of course you're going to do that as well. And then it gives you step 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 12. Okay? So we're going to get into the following the steps a little bit later on in this video. But I'm going to share with you guys all of the rest of the items that come with the kit. So they do provide you with an AzureBeauty after service card to the valuable customer. And if you have any problems like leaking problems, using problems, or broken packaging, they ask that you reach out to them at service@azure-beauty.net. So that's pretty nice. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and get all of these items out of the packaging, and we are going to go over them one by one on what comes with the kit. Now, the one thing I noticed in this kit right away was these cotton balls and the clips. I've never seen a kit come with your removal process, and you do have that process in your manual. Okay, so it will tell you how to remove the dip powder as well. So I thought that was pretty neat, and it comes with 100% cotton ball, little balls, and it comes with 10 of these clips. So you all guys have seen these clips before. They help with the removal of any type of product on your nails. So I love that they sent this over to you as well. I've never seen that before, so that was amazing. Pretty amazing, I'm telling you. Alright guys, so then it comes with the wooden sticks, which also can be used to push back the cuticles, clean up under the nail, and also I like to use this cuticle pusher to clean around the side walls and around the eponychium area to make sure that I get a good clean cuticle look during the dipping process. And I will share with you guys that as well in the video a little bit later on. Alright, it also comes with 2 replaceable brushes. And these brushes are very important, guys. If you ever get these brushes in any dip powder kit, make sure you hold on to them because it's for the product, the liquids. What can happen if you move too fast with your base, your activator, and top coat is you can cause the brush to harden in one or the other. And that's where the brush saver come in, and that's where these extra brushes come in as well. Okay, so here is the 180 grit file and buffer that come with the kit as well, and I found that file to be very sturdy and very useful during this process. I will be using everything in this kit for you guys, except for the cuticle pusher, of course, and the removal process. Because I already have, as you can see, we're going to be working on the left hand, and it's already got some product on it. So I'm just going to file that product off a little bit so I can get a rough surface to be able to start the process. But anyway, they sent over a metal cuticle pusher, and these are the standard cuticle pushers. You do want to be careful with the part that you use to push back the cuticles. It's a very sharp edge, so you definitely want to make sure you season that before using it on your natural nail, and not being too rough. Be gentle because you can cut yourself, okay? And then they also sent over the scraper tool. This also helps with removing the dip powder process. So you have a tool for removing process as well. So I love these little tools. They help, pull and chip away at that product once it comes out of the acetone. So I really, really love those little tools. Now, you also, I think I'm going to show next the brush, the little dust brush. No, the cuticle oil pen. I do apologize. So it does come with this beautiful cuticle oil pen. And I love when a kit provides cuticle oil in it because you definitely need the cuticle oil to put the nourishment back in your skin after you complete the process. It also comes with this cute little dust brush, or I call it the reusable dust brush. You can use it for all things, scrubbing your cuticles, scrubbing underneath your nails, and dusting off those glitter particles that can come with your dip. And you also get your dip brush. So it's a very soft head on that brush, and I will be using that as well. You just use that to dust away any of the excess dip on the nails. And finally, you have your dip tray. Guys, you need your dip tray. Okay, so if you have long nails like the nails I have on my right hand, you definitely need the dip tray. Okay, but you can use the dip tray for at any length. And also, these dip trays can be used to do your French manicure style nail as well if you would like. So I love the dip trays. They always come in very handy, and having quite a few of them sometimes can work out in your favor if you're using different colors on your nails. So you don't have to dump it, wipe it out, then change your color. You just have your dip trays handy and available to you with the separate colors that you choose to use. Alright guys, so now to the star of the show. We're going to pull out these colors. Now it did come with 35 amazing, beautiful colors and one transparent dip, which is a clear. So making that a total of 36 colors. And it came with 4 liquids. I think in the beginning I said 35, but it was 36 pieces. I was trying to read the screen. I shouldn't have been trying to read the screen. But it came with 36 pieces and 4 dip liquids. So you have your base coat. You have step 2, your activator. You have step 3, your top coat. And then you have step 4, your brush saver if you need it. Okay? So with step 1, you're going to always be using step 1 when applying the dip. And then step 2, your activator is a much needed product as well. You need that to cure the dip powder and harden it. Okay, and then step 3 is your top coat, and you want to read the instruction on how to use dip top coats, because dip top coats are air dry. So you don't need any type of light for this at all, as I stated in the beginning of the video. Plus, you want to do as AzureBeauty states in order to get a good glossy shine, and that's repeat the step twice, okay? So I did go back into the manual and look at that and make sure I saw that before I even got started with the process. Now, I went ahead and removed all of the dips from the packaging, and I turned them upside down, guys, because it's 36 dip powders, and I did not want to have to swatch every last one of the dips. So I want to show you all the colors of the dip. We are going to swatch one of the dips, and we're going to use 3 of the dips, okay? So I wanted just to see if the colors kind of line up with what's in the packaging or what's in the container. These dips are a 5-gram jar, so they're not a whole lot in it, but it's enough to get you started and do a full set of nails if you choose to do. Maybe a couple sets of nails, actually. Depends on how you use the product. But I love the way the packaging came. I love how secure it was. I love that nothing was spilled in shipment to me, and that was a plus. With dip powder, it can be a little fine. It's very fine milled powder, acrylic powder. And these are used only for dip, so you do have some dip powders that can be a 2-in-1 powder, but these are strictly used for dip. Isn't this black gorgeous, guys? Absolutely gorgeous. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to use this just to do an all black nail set for real. I'm gonna have to use that. And I'm going to swatch this green here because it's like a forest hunter green. And I wanted to see if it kind of matched what's in the container after applying the base coat. Because sometimes with dip powders, when you see the color is not actually how it's going to look on your nail. It looks gorgeous in powder, but when you add the liquid to it, it changes a little bit of the color. So I wanted to see, I wanted to share with you guys that, and I wanted to show you what I was talking about. But I love every one of these colors and could not figure out for the life of me which 2-3 colors I wanted to choose for my set for you guys. But we did come up with a choice, and we will do that in the next clip. Now, I did speed up the video on a 2x speed after the introduction of the packaging. So it is going to move a little quick, but I will be sure to walk you guys through the additional steps as I do them, okay? I did pull out the brush, the little felt brush, to dust off that powder. But you want to make sure that powder is sitting on the nail for at least 60 seconds, okay, before dusting it off. That way you make sure that you don't pull all of the dip powder or the color off of your nail, okay? So guys, as I was stating, dip powder is a very finely milled acrylic powder. And the reason why so many people love dip powder is because it's so easy to use. You don't have to worry about the smells of the monomer. You don't have to worry about using a light or a lamp. And in this case, guys, you don't need a drill. Now, I'm going to share with you guys my process, and I hope you can learn something from this process, or something, get you some tips and tricks to help you along your dip journey so you don't find it complicated, okay? So here I'm just mixing up the glitter powder, and it does tell you to shake each powder well before use. And as you guys can see, that pink is pinking. It's nice. And so I'm going to use that dip on my ring and my thumb. I was like, I have to try it. You know, sometimes you want to feel like Barbie. or a little pink Barbie vibe going on. So that's what I did here. So I'm just going in, I'm taking that base coat, and I'm making sure I close the bottle back and keep that bottle as tight and secure as I can, because in the pamphlet it says to make sure you screw the top of your liquids very tightly sealed so they don't dry out. So that's what I'm doing here, and I'm just going in and dipping my hands. I'm just using the actual container itself, and I'm going in it with at a 45-degree angle upside down and dipping my nail into that dip powder so I can make sure I cover the area well. And then I'm going to take a cuticle stick, and I'm going to go around the cuticle area of the sidewalls and the cuticle area of the nail, just to clean that up so I don't have a whole lot of work to do on the back end of things. Now, because I'm doing the full entire nails, I'm just going to go ahead and dip all of the nails and do my first dip, my first round of dip, and then I will go in and dust off any excess powder. Okay, so I'm going to let you guys watch this process, and then we'll come back at the next step. Okay, enjoy. Alright guys, so after the first pass on the dip, I'm going to go ahead with this dust brush, and I'm going to dust off the excess powder. As you can see, I actually covered up the containers with the cap. because I didn't want the powders to fly, that excess powder to fly into that dip powder. So you definitely want to make sure you're paying attention to that. And the reason why I'm showing you guys this transparent is because I'm going to be using this. But if you were in the position where you don't like using a lot of your colored dips, you can also use your clear to build up the rest of your nail. You just want to make sure you get a good amount of the color on your nails so you have that full cover that you like. And then use the clear. But I went ahead off camera and did 2 passes. And I think I'm going to show you guys. No, I didn't do it off camera. I'm doing it now. I'm going to do a couple of nails and I'm going to show you why. So here I'm going in with the base coat again. But before you put that brush back into the bottle, make sure you have a lint-free towelette right beside you so you can wipe off that brush, because you don't want to transfer that powder into your base coat because it will start to contaminate the base coat. Now, I've had a lot of times where I miss doing that and I saw right away, especially when I'm using very pigmented colors, that it contaminated my base coat. So then I had to go out, purchase a new base coat, and just use that other base coat for like practicing and things of that sort. But I couldn't use it on my clients nor on myself if I wanted my nails to turn out to be, you know, as nice as I wanted them to. So make sure, guys, that you pay attention to that, especially after your first pass on your dip, because that powder, that color in that powder will transfer to that brush, and so you want to make sure you wiping off the brush with a towelette in order to make sure you don't cause any contamination to your base coat. Okay, so I'm going to probably finish the rest of them off camera and then I'm going to come back. Now, I only did 2 passes because my nails already had some product on the nail already, and because I had product on my nail, I didn't want to make the nails even bulkier. But if you was going in with your plain natural nails or an artificial nail or some type of enhancement, you want to build it up as much as you like. So you can do 1 pass, 2 pass, 3 passes, and when I say passes, I mean dips. So you could do 1, 2, 3, 4 dips if you like. But you could just build it up until you start to get the apex nice that you want. Make sure you have the color payout that you want as well. And then you can move on from there. Okay. So now, guys, I'm done the second dip pass. So now I'm going to go in with the clear. Now, at first I went to go grab the activator, and then I remembered, no, I need to put the clear over the glitter nails for sure, because I don't want to lose any of my glitter sparkle when I go to do the buffing and reshaping of the nails. And I said, well, I'll just go ahead and add a little clear to the blue, because one of my nails, and I believe it was the middle nail, I could see that when I stuck my hand in the container, it kind of pushed the product a little bit, so it caused it to be unbalanced. So that clear is going to help me balance out that nail as well. So the clear is a lot of things for you, just like it is for every other medium. So it can help you balance out the nail. It can also help you build up the nail. It can also cap the nail to make sure, you know, your colors and your glitters are trapped, and you don't lose it in fouling or finish fouling. So the clear is used for a lot of reasons, and also if you just want to dip with a clear nail. So that's a color as well. So I'm going to go in and I'm just going to continue to put the clear on the nail. And as you guys can see, and I just noticed that I did not wipe my brush with the lint-free wipe. So it's something that you have to keep reminding yourself over and over and over to do. But sometimes I know, as a person who do nails, sometimes you get in a hurry, You kind of forget some of the things that you should be doing, so you don't mess up. But you know, it happens. We all make mistakes, and ain't none of us perfect, so it's okay. But just make sure you keep a lint-free wipe close by and handy. That way it'll remind you that you need to wipe off the brush. Okay, so I'll come back here shortly as soon as we start step 2. Now, guys, let me point out one thing I failed to mention when we started the base coat is make sure you cover the nail in all of the places you want the dip to go. So if you don't put the base coat fully cover the nail, whenever you go to dip the powder will only pick up wherever the base coat is at. And I hope that makes sense. And as you guys have seen throughout my process, I kept patting my nails. I was pushing the sides in. All I was doing was making sure my shape was, stay in shape. Not letting things just get out of control. And that's all I was doing. So I'm going to take the hard, dusty brush. But I think first I'm going to use the softer brush. And I'm just going to knock off some of that excess clear powder. But as you guys can see, as I'm going around the nail, some of that clear powder still want to stick to the nail. And that's okay because it's still setting up, right? But I'm going to take this hard dusty brush and I'm going to get off the rest of that powder. Because when I go in with step 2, I don't want the powder to be on the nail. I want, or when I go in to do my step 2, I don't want the powder to be on the nail so it don't transfer to the brush. So I'm just going in with a hard dusty brush, and I love these hard dusty brushes for this particular reason. I have quite a few of these myself. They're great for when you're using the dip system. It just really just knocks that powder off your nails and out of those sticky grooves as the side walls and the cuticle area where that product like to hide and stick and stay. So now we're going to start with step number 2. Now step number 2 is the activator. And this is a very important step, guys. The activator is very important in dip because this is what causes the dip powder to harden, which is another term for curing. So it cures or hardens the dip powder. So you definitely need your activator. If not, your nails are still soft. And if you go in to file the nails before you have added this activator to the nails to harden those nails, you're going to lose all your powder. It's all going to flake off. So you want to make sure you do that prior to doing any buffing, any shaping, anything that's going to create the dip powder to come off the nails. Now, as you can see, I am generously applying amount of activator over all of the nails and on the free edge of the nails because I want to make sure every bit of this powder is going to harden for me and give me the best results for my dip powder set. Okay, so remember guys, the activator is a very, very important step. That is why it's in the, that's why it's a part of the process, because that's the way your dip powder hardens and cure. So activator is the monomer to acrylic. It's the light to gel, if that makes sense. Okay, so the activator to dip is just the equal balance of all of those things with any other medium. So I'm going to go ahead and finish activating the nails, and then we're going to get into shaping, cleaning up the shape, and filing. So you definitely want to go back to the manual and read once you apply the activator, just to see how long you need to let the activator sit. And because I read the instructions already, I will tell you guys it's 60 seconds. So you want to let the activator sit on your nails for about 60 seconds, which is equal to a minute, and let it harden. And you're going to do the tap, tap, tap method just like you would with any other product that you use. So you want to make sure you give that activator time to cure or harden to your dip powder nail, and then you can go in with your shaping, okay, and buffing, filing, or whatever you need to do. Now, the one thing I always say in any dip powder series or videos that I put out is I don't like to use a nail drill. The nail drill can be a little bit too harsh. I'm sorry guys, too harsh for your powder. So I just use the file and buffer that it comes with, and that's it. Alright guys, so I'm going to season the file, and then I'm going to get started shaping the nails, and I'm going to let you guys watch. Enjoy. Now, I wanted to come back and share with you guys, that's the reason why I was using that wooden cuticle pusher around the cuticles and taking off that excess product, because as you see here, I could just use the 180 side of the file and go around the cuticle area and just kind of clean up that powder that may be there or stuck in there, but I don't have to use a nail drill or an e-file of any sorts to get a perfect and flawless application. So I don't really care for the drills when it comes to dip powder, because drills kind of digs and chips into the dip powder, and then you have to figure out a way to fix that. So that's why I don't care for the drills. No matter what speed you use it on, sometimes it can be just a little bit too abrasive for the dip process. But there are some that do use their drill, and it works out just fine. You just have to be careful not to be too heavy-handed when going around that cuticle area when using your dip. Okay, so I'm just going ahead and I'm using the 180 side of the file to buff off the surface of the nail, just to kind of even everything out and balance out the product before I go in with the buffer and go in with the top coat. So guys, a little bit about this kit. So this kit can be found on Amazon, and as I stated, I will leave the link down below for you guys for this kit. It is the AzureBeauty 170 piece dip powder nail kit starter, 36 colors, pink, red, purple, spring, summer dipping powder with base and top coat activator dip liquid set, plus nail removal accessories set for gift. Okay? So I love that you have every tone of color that you can find. So you have your warm tones, you have your cool tones, you have tones that will be good for summertime, spring, winter, fall. So this kit provides you with variety of beautiful colors that you can use throughout the year. So that's a plus. This set also is rated 4.3 stars on Amazon as well. Over 1,000 people have bought this particular kit in the past month. And this kit is running at $29.99 with the listed price, or the regular price, is $39.99. But today's price, or the price you can get it for with 25% off, is $29.99. Now, also, if you are a Prime member, you probably can even get it for a even better deal without paying the shipping. So, this is a awesome, amazing kit, guys. I would tell you, if you're starting out, or even if you just want to try dip, getting this kit is the best way to go, because you have everything you need in this kit to do gorgeous sets of nails. Plus, you have your removal process as well inside the kit, minus the acetone, of course. But you have your removal clips and your cotton balls that you would need to do your removal process. And the removal process is very easy with dip. It just kind of comes off. You want to make sure you file off the top coat and break the surface of the surface of the top coat. But then you just go in and remove it, and it's just an easy process, just like the dip. I find dip to be fun to do because it's like a 1, 2, 3 type go thing. It don't take a lot. It's not gonna, you're not, unless you want to decorate your nails and do all of those designs and things like that. That's where you're gonna add your time in. But this process easy as less than 30 minutes to do, and and do it well. So I like dip powder. It's one of the mediums that I really thoroughly enjoy. One of the mediums that I did first because I was so afraid of acrylic, but I did want that acrylic feel on my nails, so dip powder was it. So if you don't like acrylic because you don't care for the monomer smell, but you love the colors that come in acrylic, then dip is your way to go, because dip is just a finely milled acrylic, but for these are only used for dip. You can't use them two ways. So, yeah, I would say 100% I like this kit. It has so many amazing colors in it, and all of the things and tools and implements you need in order to do a beautiful, gorgeous set of nails in the comfort of your own home. And that's what we all are kind of going to now, is being able to be a DIYer and do our own nails, give ourselves that quality salon look that we all want, the affordability of it all, not having to go to the salons and pay $60 and $70 just to get something you can do at home yourself and add beautiful stickers or charms or even foil designs on it and not pay those extra fees. So I like dip for that too. And you can do all kind of things with your dip nails. You can dress them up however you like. You can wear them at any length you like. Dip is good system to use over natural nails because it helps the natural nails to grow, and it protects the natural nails from all of the outside harsh elements that comes with just wearing naked nails, as I say. So I love dip process for that as well, because it does allow your nails to grow without dealing with the harsh elements. So here we're going to get into the answer to the question of the day, and then when we come back, we're going to go into our top coat. Alright, so I'm just dusting off the table and getting a brand new paper towel because, of course, I don't want to transfer all of that dust and powder from the filing process. And one thing I think I'm going to show you guys and share with you guys is the one thing I like to do, but it's not necessary to do, but I like to do it. Now, as you can see, I pulled out step 2 again, and I'm going to activate the nails one more time before putting on the top coat. Now, before I do that, I'm going to wipe the nails off really well with a Made slip solution, or not slip solution, but Made swipe we call, but it's just alcohol and acetone mix, equal parts. And I'm just going to clean the nails, the surface of the nails with that. And then I'm going to go back in. Now, I shouldn't have done that part. I could have waited to do that part, because I'm going to have to go back in and do that part again. So the reason why I was wiping the nails clean is because at this process, or at this step in your process, you can either go to your restroom or bathroom and thoroughly wash your hands, scrub, because what you want to do is you want to make sure that that activator is removed from the surface of the nail. You don't want any residue from that activator on the nail when you go in to use your top coat, because if so, your brush will harden on you. And that's where those extra brushes come in at. That's where the brush saver come in at. And that's when you need those things, okay? So you want to make sure that you clean the nails very thoroughly and very well. And guys, if you've ever did the dip process and seen your brush harden up, you already know what it's like. It's like there is no more of what I'm doing now. The nail, the brush is not gliding on the nail. It's just stiff. And it's like, it's no more good. So you want to make sure you clean off the nail and do that. So I'm just going in right there, and that's a pause break. We'll come back. The answer to the question of the day, guys, is more rigid. So the water, if your nails is not getting the proper water intake, your nails become more rigid. Okay, so make sure that you're drinking your water and supplying the body with water. We don't drink enough water, and we'll never be able to drink the amount of water we need for our bodies. But make sure you're getting some water in there, especially when you love nails like I do. Alright, so I put the activator on the nails, and the reason why I put that second layer of the activator on the nails, and I'm not sure if I did it on camera, because right here I think that's the top coat. But I put that second layer of activator on my nails prior to this top coat because when I did the shaping and filing, I wanted to make sure I didn't disturb the dip or penetrate any soft areas of the dip in the shaping, filing, and buffing parts of the video. So that's why I like to go back in with that activator a second time after the shaping and buffing. But now I do believe this is the top coat part. So as you can see, I'm doing the top coat twice, and you guys will also see me have to refix my pinky nail because this top coat is sticky. It does have a tacky layer. And what I'm doing here is I'm using that number 4 step, which is the brush saver, and I'm taking the brush from the top coat and I'm putting it into the brush saver, and I'm taking the brush from the brush saver and sticking it into the top coat. Now what's that's going to do is ready my brush for the next system, if that makes sense. And while that gel brush is in that brush saver, it's breaking down all of that glue and all of that stuff. But before you stick it in there, make sure that you wipe the brush off. Wipe the excess off as much as you can. And then it's going to break down that brush and soften those bristles back up on that brush. Okay? So that's what the brush saver do. It's like acetone for the brush. It's just really cleaning the brush up. So here I'm just fanning it because I realized that this top coat is very sticky. And so I love the collection. I do. I love Azure Beauty's dip system. It's very nice and it came with everything you need. But if I could change one thing about it, it would be that top coat. I am not a fan of dip top coats. I'm not a fan of top coats that have to dry, period, since gel came into play. So if I had a choice to change it, that would be the only thing I would want to change. But other than that, I said I'm sticking with how they asked or requested of me to do this review so you guys can see for yourself. And so I went ahead, I buffed out the nails as you saw, wiped the nails clean, and then I applied another layer of the top coat. So I'm going to go in now with the cuticle oil to finish off the set. And oh my God, I love the cuticle oil. It felt so good, you know, nourishing those cuticle sidewalls and my skin after that application. And with these pens, guys, you have to twist it quite a bit to get the products to start to flow out of the pen. So don't think your pen is in effect, or what is it saying? Don't think your pen is not effective if it don't come out after you just turn it a couple notches. You got to keep turning it until you see that product start to flow off the brush of that pen. Okay, so alright guys, I think we are at the end of the video. I kept hitting that pinky nail, guys. Oh my God, I kept hitting it, and I was like, what is going on with my pinky? But I kept hitting the nail, and yeah. So I had to fix it a couple times, but I don't think I did it on camera. I think I did it off camera. So I'm going to clean up this area here. I'm going to get this kit together for its final shots. And yeah, I'm going to, yeah. See where I hit the nail? I hit the nail and oh my God. I was like, I don't like that. And I didn't want my nails to be looking crazy for the ending shots. So yeah. So I'm going to clean up. I'm going to do everything. I'm going to come back and then we'll do the final shots. And of course, guys, I want to thank AzureBeauty for the opportunity to review this kit on my channel. I appreciate you all so very much. Thank you for sending this over to me. I love this dip powder kit. It came with everything I needed in order to do a flawless application, and that in itself means a lot to me. So thank you so much, Azure, for sending over this amazing kit. I want to thank you all for watching. Thank you all for the support and the love that you give me here on this channel, supporting me time and time again, coming back, you know, watching my videos throughout the video, asking the right questions, and just interacting and engaging with me in the comments. I want to say thank you. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Love you so very much. I want to thank you all so very much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, share with someone that may like content like this, and subscribe. Follow me over on all of my socials at the Nail Genie SC. I am on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, as well as YouTube. Follow me over on all of my platforms. That way you can stay up to date with whatever it is I'm doing in the moment. And yes, I love how these turned out. I love that pink and blue together. It's just so cute, so girly-like, and yeah. And that glitter is absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, I love it. But you have so many colors to choose from, guys. So go over and grab you a AzureBeauty Dip Powder Kit today. Don't wait. Go grab yours so you can transpire your nails, or turn your nails into a beautiful set of quality salon look nails in the comfort of your own nail space. Alright guys, you already know what time it is. The deuces are flying in the air. Until the next time, you already know. Poof, the Nail Genie She's out.